Tap that your butt, screaming fight, tag of lights at the lights. Every night you don't fight, take your sight, live the sight, veggie shows and the escapades. Let's the arcade, pixelated party, lesson made unafraid. Karaoke screams, singing themes, heart and sleeves. Anime dreams, brushing seams, city gleams, dancing screams, endless streams, let's extreme. Saturday gleams, so it's day gleams, so it seems nothing rings. Raise this channel, riot loud, crowd unbowed, techno sound, pulses pound, dream astound, youth unbound, joy profound, lost and found. Channel raver on the prowl, echoes howled.
Good morning and welcome. It's Saturday. It's about 9:30 here at Site B. I'm running a little late because I have a headache because it's raining. It's Saturday. It's May. It's Southern California. It's raining because that's the kind of week I've been having. But you know what cheers me up on a week like this? It's just kicking back, drinking my coffee, and taking a stroll through the tabletop role-playing game video community and making some new friends, spreading some cheer, spreading some kindness, trying to, dig out a little chunk of safe place to just be geeks and all the thunder and blusteriness of the negative Nancys out there who just want to make video after video after video telling you how awful you are or how great they are. So yeah, let's just take a look at some sites. And we've got 4 today, plus a VTuber. Got a bunch of lists, but I'm trying to cut these down a little. I feel like, anything past 20 minutes, people lose attention. So yeah, I'm probably only gonna do 4 plus 1 going forward. Then as soon as I can figure out a way to make these into shorts, I might even cut them down even more. You don't care. Let's go. We got Old Game Hermit. I know you did Old Game Hermit last week. OGGM. Yeah, but I did his Rumble channel because I couldn't find his YouTube channel. But then I found it. So this is a second week in a row we're shouting out Old Game Hermit. This guy was really cool to take a moment out of his time to reach out to me and talk to me about my content. So I wanted to share the love, give him a little YouTube love. He's got 216 subscribers, 147 videos here. He's does live streams and podcasts, and looks like he's playing Wizardry 8. Something a lot of people are playing Wizardry. I remember playing Wizardry in college, and oh my god, that game sucked up so many of my free times on Saturdays, or Sundays, going to the computer lab, and a whole bunch of us just playing Wizardry, black and white on old Macs and stuff. Wow. So it's weird to see it again back. I don't know if I could play Wizardry today. The first person view might just trigger my migraines. Oh, what am I saying? Everything triggering my migraines. So here he is playing Wizardry. So thanks for shouting out to me 2 weeks ago, Old Game Hermit, and for helping me discover this channel. And I'm definitely going to watch you do a playthrough of Wizardry. I don't know why he calls himself Old Game Hermit. He looks younger than me, but whatever. Thanks for being awesome, dude. Appreciate it. I appreciate that you like my content and that you gave me some, tips, and you generally seem to be a cool dude. And that's what we're looking for. Cool dudes and dudettes in the tabletop role-playing game community on the YouTube or on the other ones, right? Because we got Rumble we got to start looking at, and we got Blue Sky we got to start looking at, and we got Twitch we got to start looking at. Speaking of looking, here is Storyteller Tales. Storyteller Tales got 1.51k subscribers, 271 videos. He is a close-knit group of tabletop role-playing game enthusiasts eager to share their thrilling adventures with you. They've got Facebook, they've got Instagram, and they got YouTube, where they do role-playing. I guess they just live play. Here we got Storyteller Tales unleashing Nikola Tesla as an arcane trickster rogue in Quest Portal. So here's him building a character using Quest Portal. Anybody know what Quest Portal is? I guess that's a character builder. I'm going to write that down and check it out. Quest Portal. So here we've got doing a play of D&D. Here's him interviewing Mike Taylor. That's not Mike Taylor. Maybe it's a different Mike Taylor. I mean, I assume there's more than one Mike Taylor. I know the superhero role-playing game Southern California Mike Taylor, who used to drive around in a car that looked like the Mach 5. More interviews. More interviews. More role playing. More interviews. Look at all the interviews this person is knocking out. Interview. Oh, man, how do you find these people? Nobody ever wants me to interview them. So, yeah, check it out. Storyteller's Tales, 1.51 subscribers, knocking him out of the park with these interviews and some other stuff and live plays. Definitely appreciate it. Is that Felicia? No. Should I do interviews? Nobody ever invites me to interviews on their things, so I guess maybe that's why I don't interview people. Plus, I'm really bad at it. It's like doing role-playing reviews. I'm really bad at those. I'm really bad at this YouTube thing in general. This is Lauren, and Lauren makes videos. Let's give Lauren a like, share, and subscribe. Lauren has got 742 subscribers, 81 videos. Lauren says that she talks about story structure, how it relates to Dungeons and Dragons. Other topics that cover are ideation, character development, and creative writing. Okay, Lauren. Here's Lauren doing Solo Dark from 6 months ago. Here's Lauren doing more Solo Dark. Here's Lauren doing the story of Zaggy, the mad archmage who became a demigod. She been playing long enough to know Gygax and know about Zaggy, or just here's some solo roleplay, some DM chicks trying to explain Deus Ex Machina in Dungeons and Dragons. Remember when I tried to explain Deus Ex Machina? Yeah, DM fiat, fudging, suddenly dropping something in the plot that doesn't make any sense to wrap everything up. God and the Machine, dating back to the Greek plays. Got some shorts, some more solo role play, games I've never heard of. 1,000-year-old vampire I've heard of. Tutor, is that a role playing game? Using tarot cards to build an adventure. Oh man. Wiggly wobbly, supernatural, spooky wooky stuff is something I don't mess with, even in play, even in jest. Nothing but respect and admiration for you in doing this, but I don't even want to watch these. I don't even want to see these. Just messing around that supernatural, oogly boogly stuff. Just yeah. Unless you really know what you're doing. So, D&D Essentials, more Shadow Dark, specifically how to run a Shadow Dark Halloween horror episode. How do you do horror in gaming? Horror in fantasy. Well, horror in any gaming is difficulty because once you give the character superpowers, whether it be D&D spells or whatever, it sort of circumvents the horror where you can just go light. Who's the murderer? And cast the spell, or use your superpowers. So yes, anybody that can give tips on how to do that, definitely somebody you should check it out. So this is Lauren. She makes videos. Let's help Lauren get to 1,000. Thanks for being awesome, Lauren, and making awesome YouTube content. Appreciate it. Again, nothing but respect, admiration that you're doing this and you're out there and you're putting your soul on. But no, the tarot stuff that's not for me. It's just something I don't want to mess with. And then we have Lauren. We did story. Did we do this one yet? Yeah, we did that one. Old Game Hero. And the last one today is Old Crow. No, this is not Harmony Ginger. Old Crow has 30 subscribers, 14 videos, and Old Crow does music. Okay, let's check out some of Old Crow's music. This is Unbeauty Dark Fantasy Combat music that they made 5 hours ago. Old Crow has 30 subscribers, 14 videos. Bam. Like it so far? Reminds me of the opening music from Hawk the Slayer. Who remembers Hawk the Slayer? The greatest 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons movie ever made. Possibly the greatest D&D movie ever made, but yeah. So cool. I liked what I heard. Let's hear it's dark fantasy music and atmospheres. Let's hear this one.
Get great deals
An ad
on
for
our
car.
tires and Firestone with our competitive price matching. Call and book today.
Whoa, termites.
An ad for
kill a
termites.
pound of wood a day.
All right, now here's the actual music. Yep, definitely giving me the atmosphere. I'm loving it. I'm already there, man. This place just sounds spooky, but also kind of comfy. Yeah, all right. 100% love this. Thank you, man. This music is awesome. Dude, I just got a chill from that one. It really took you there in just like the first few seconds. That's just amazing skill to be able to do that. Thank you for creating this music, man. Considering the fact that you're a crow and you don't have opposable thumbs, but yet you're still able to make some incredible music. But then we know crows are the smartest bird. Yeah, cool beans, dude. Ooh, that second one, it's still giving me chills. It's perfect because that's the kind of weather I'm having now, is gloomy and dark. All right, so we have Old Game Hermit, Storyteller's Tales, The Old Crow, and Lauren Makes Videos. Now we got to wrap it up with, of course, our VTuber of the week. This is Cinnafaun. Cinnafaun has 1.33 subscribers, 168 videos, and Cinnafaun does role-playing. And she does a Project Moon tabletop role-playing game that I guess is based upon something that's called Project Moon. I don't know what Project Moon is, but they do a role-playing game called Project Moon. Here they're playing Project Moon. Looking pretty cool. Let's check out the video.
I run a tabletop role-playing game set in the Project Moon universe, and when my players at last returned to their Elcourt Branch facility, one of them ran right to Happy Teddy Bear's unit. You enter the unit.
Okay, sounds a little weird, but hey, okay, cool. And they're doing it looks like breaking it down to like 3-minute shorts. Thanks, Cinnafaun, for making tabletop role-playing game, VTubing, showing how the two can blend seamlessly. And, you know, as long as you can find people who want to play, then great if it works. I appreciate it. I appreciate you sharing your creativity with us and making the tabletop role-playing game universe on YouTube that much more fun, that much more safe, that much more friendly, that much more awesome. Too much water has gone over the bridge over the past couple of years. Let's get back to what tabletop role-playing game was all about. Just a bunch of, you know, idiots sitting around a table for a couple hours playing game of choice, you know, just whether it be fantasy, science fiction, horror, superheroes, Old West, made, comfy role-playing, doesn't matter. You know, just this, we're up to 65 of these. Some of these people have responded, some of them haven't. I never, you know, not doing it for the subs or to bolster my channel or whatever. You know, if none of these people ever responded, that was fine. If none of them ever want to come on and talk or invite me to theirs, that's fine. The goal with number 1, as much as it is with number 65, is just to shout out some other video channels that are doing the same thing and try and just spread a little kindness, spread a little tenderness, spread a little mustard. I'm the tabletop role-playing game idiot that's known as the OGGM. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you've got a YouTube channel that does gaming or semi-gaming and you want me to give you a shout out, please feel free to reach out. If you ever want to come on my channel and talk about your channel and talk about your gaming, you know, I'm always interested in talking about people from other parts of the United States or Canada or over in Europe and Asia about how the role-playing game communities are the same, how the role-playing game communities are different, which games evolved in which way. You know, that's something that's been, I'm curious about. And thankfully to the tabletop role-playing game YouTube community, it's easier to reach out to people from other parts of the great, wide, wonderful world and ask them questions like, what was the first on the shelves there? And, you know, stuff like that. So thank you and have a great Saturday. I'm going to shut up now because my head is killing me. See ya.
There she goes, screaming fight, like a light at the light. Every night, we don't fight, we decide, we decide. Baby shows in the escapade. Let the arcade, pixelated for a lesson. They unafraid. Karaoke screams, singing themes, heart and sleeves. Anime dreams, brushing seams, city gleams, dancing screams, endless streams, let's extreme Saturday gleams. So we're day gleams, so it seems nothing rings. Razors settle, riot loud, crowd unbowed, techno sound, pulses pound, dream astound, youth unbound, joy profound, I'm lost and found. Channel raver on the prowl, echoes howl.